Thank you, Christine. Some more interesting information here. There are about 40 million people, according to the World Health Organization, who are blind in the world. That's right, 40 million people. And there are 250 million people who suffer some form of eye impairment. That's right. So that's why you need to have your eyesight checked. Well, it shall be an offence for electoral officials to unreasonably delay declaration of election results. It shall also be a serious offence if the Electoral Commission conducts election in an ungazetted polling station. These are some of the proposals in the Election Offences Amendment Bill 2024 currently at the Senate, and which, if enacted, will seal loopholes in the electoral process. The draft law is one of the 9 pieces of legislation that came out of the National Dialogue Committee report.
The Electoral and Boundaries Commission will have new and even stringent laws if the Election Offences Amendment Bill 2024 is enacted. The bill cites conducting of election in an ungazetted polling station, unreasonably delay in declaration of election results, alteration of election results as serious offences. While considering the draft law, senators termed it as an attempt to clean up the electoral process, make elections more efficient, to restore trust among the electorate.
In fact, there are many elections actually, Madam Speaker, that in the last 1 or 2 elections, you find that the results were declared days after, and there was no justifiable reason why the same cannot be done.
When this stealing of elections happen, it's by altering the figures, Madam Speaker. That somebody has 21 votes in a particular polling station, but then rogue IEBC official or officer adds a 0, making it 210. If that is done repeatedly in several other polling stations, then of course they alter the overall result of an election.
According to the lawmakers, the proposed amendments will fill the gaps exposed by the Election Offences Act 2016.
Elections are conducted on a Tuesday, Madam Speaker, and you will never be handed a certificate to come back to Nairobi as a member of parliament or a senator till the 3rd day. And there's this fear among candidates that if you get out of a polling station, your results will be altered.
You will find, Madam Speaker, this counting has been done, and the election officials in the polling station, they'll keep on sitting there. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. By that time, all agents have become fatigued.
Some polling stations are introduced very near to the election. When actually you people are campaigning, when the candidates we are on the campaign trail, you are told there's this other new polling station that has been gazetted. And now, as a candidate, you have not planned for those polling stations. And the distances are so huge. And this makes a lot of sense to say that 3 months before the general election, all the polling stations must be gazetted.
Senators also poked holes into the current electoral system, saying it falls short in, among others, voter registration.
As we try to come up with national consensus on various matters, we could come up with that consensus that the national identity card is sufficient for our young people and for our citizens to participate in the voting exercise. Secondly, Madam Speaker, it would be important for purposes of national security and sovereignty to ring-fence our elections from foreign influence.
The challenge we have in this country is not lack of institutions. It is lack of deficit of trust and belief in the independent institutions, Mr. Speaker.
The bill is at its 2nd reading stage. Kamchi Menza for Prime Edition.